Good evening, everybody. I just had a problem with the internet. Don't know what was happening to my tablet. Everything just seemed to have gone haywire. So I don't even know if I'm posting this thing for the second time, but I just feel like I'd rather do it the second time as I promised I'm going to do. So my humblest apology. Really, I don't even feel good because I'm a person of my time, and I say my time is my time. But I need to do this. I need to stick to my word. But just kind of concerned because I don't know what is going on. Am I okay? It seems like there is now a connection. Uh, Sorry, I'm a bit late. All the time I've been trying and trying. I don't know was the network down or what was the problem. This evening, no. I think I'll rather just laugh it off because really I don't know what went wrong. Uh, no, those that are there, still hanging in there, thank you. I really appreciate it. It's a bit embarrassing, but life is like that. Because tonight I'm going to talk about failures and, progressions in life. I like to start off saying that there are people that inspires me, and it's not big celebrity names, but it's just normal people. I like to start off with a fairy tale story. Now, in primary school, there was a lot of books, or there was a book that had stories, and one of the stories was the three little pigs. They, well, it was three of them. The story went like this: these three pigs had an idea. They set their mind on doing something. But actually, it was actually one pig. But anyway, the first one decided to build his house with hay. The second one built his house with straw. The second one built his house with stone. Now, in every story, daar is maar altyd 'n bad character. Somebody that always wants to spoil the party. In this case, it was the wolf. So the first guy, he built his house with straw. Now, quite often, we have an idea and we want to implement it. We doubt a bit, we wonder, what must we do? We eventually decide, no, I'm going to do it. And now you're so excited. You could tell this one, you could tell that one what you want to do. It's your dream. Some people will be happy, but 9 or 10 people will criticize. They'll say, hey, he's boasting. Nobody endorses the dream. And at the end of the day, the person becomes a little bit flustered. But the main thing is you've planted the seed. So now, but this tree is a special tree. So you plant your seed. Now you've got, that's your vision starts. Look ahead, the next 5 years I'm going to do this, the next 10 years I'm going to do that, the next 10 years I'm going to do that, and so we go. Now, you find that the second guy built his house with straw. His house was also blown down. In life, it is like that. You get to a point where it's like, is this really worth it what I'm busy with? I'm investing my time into this project. I'm investing money into the project. Will people even recognize what I'm doing? There are nights that you can't sleep. You're wondering what is the next step you must take. And sometimes that process can last for years. But most things, once you start it, there's a process that takes place. There'll be ups and downs. There will be difficulties. And sometimes the people that you least expect criticize you the most. You kind of ask yourself the question, what do I do now? Do I stop what I'm busy with? Eventually, we get to a point where, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to throw in the towel. Good evening, Lucian. Thanks for popping in. Eventually, then, you have to ask yourself, this process in my life, what do I do now? Maybe it's time to go to somebody that knows more experience, got more skills, or I have to go to an institution, or whatever the case might be, or I have to go back to school, get more skills, learn to do hangouts, podcasts, webinars, understand how online things work. Then I have to go to those that know how to do it. I think, when we work collectively, we all gain at the end of the day. How big, how small. And there's people out there that really do care, and they want you to go ahead in life as well. There will be those that are jealous, people that criticize, but they are part of that process. So now you need to lean on shoulders of those that are stronger than you, that inspire you. What inspires you? Books, motivational speakers. You need to find the strength. And when you are going through a process of wanting to achieve something, you need to get into a positive environment. Very, very important. You need to kind of say, I'm having a bad day, but I just have to go here, go to Facebook, Listen to Lucian Gottlieb. That guy's on fire. My Lord. You know what I love about that guy? When he speaks, I get goosebumps. I don't need to listen to motivational speakers. When you're somebody that can do it for me in my neighborhood, why must I listen to some American or some Japanese or some Englishman? No respect, please guys, no respect. But there's people on my doorstep that motivate me. Coming to the last part of the process, like I was giving an example of the three little pigs. The last pig built his house on stone, with stone, sorry. Probably also on stone as well. In life you need a solid foundation. And then the wolf said, okay, here's the challenge. And he blew the house, and he blew the house. He said, hang on. Plan B. Let me take a rest. Evening, Colin. Let me take a rest. And the wolf blew, and he blew. And he said, this thing is not working out. And the wolf walked away, tail between the legs. Now, guys, I'm referring to this tree which we have planted. Hasn't produced fruit. And everybody's saying, he's still waiting for that tree. Still standing in his yard. It's got shape and size. Got green leaves, but no buds. And somebody comes along to me and says, Roberto, I understand for fruit trees. And this special tree needs to be covered at night. Wow, I didn't know that. So I covered the tree. And lo and behold, people also say, hey, look what he's doing now. He's covering the tree. The tree must be getting cold. Allah. And the day those buds become flowers, and that flower turns into a fruit, how good is it you never gave up? And you find those guys all were criticizing you, throwing stones, laughing. They're the first to come to congratulate you. Well done. Now they're your friends. They're all singing with your songs with you now. Then there's a time you turn to those that when you were in need or going through a difficult time, that lifted you up. To them you say thank you. Because it's so important. Whatever you're busy in life with, and it's going to make a change, maybe to you personally or to the environment, whatever. Speak to the people that walk your road or that has walked the road already. I'd like to just point out 3 people that has influenced my life in a quiet way. They inspire me. And there's many other people that inspire me. So please don't feel neglected or left out. I'll do an autobiography on all of you, I promise. It's a big one, but I'll get through it. Evening, Melbourne. Farouk Jafta. Look at Facebook and look what that guy is doing. I'm not carrying him on my shoulders or making an idol or trying to put Islam up there. But, you know, the heart of that guy. Ek kyk in Facebook sien ek, he's doing this in the community. He's doing that in the community. You know, People like that make a difference. Not always appreciated, believe you me, but they make a difference. And there's one single word that comes up. When you care, make other people's hearts happy. Especially when they're the elderly and the sick. People get inspired. People like Farouk Jafta inspires me. I go to Facebook, I read what he's doing. Or his team, or I think the group is called P Concerned Citizens. Sometimes we need to do things just to change the rhythm in the area. Sometimes you need to say, we care. You'll be surprised how people's attitude changes. We're all going to get old, all going to get sickly. It happens. Another person I'd like to go to, you might have met him on Facebook, is for our job. Adi job. I don't know. That's for our job. Know what I love about that guy? If you met him, if you not met him, you're actually missing out not meeting that guy. He's also one of those guys. He's just born with a smile. He's just got this makeup about him. He's a people's person, man. Tot op die naad. And so nice to be in that guy's company. I haven't seen him for a long time. But he speaks to you as if you've seen him yesterday. We need more people like that. Yeah, I always ask myself, is it necessary or is it too hard to be friendly? Or just smile, laugh. I think you can't be angry all day. I don't know. I see some people that I can understand if you're a quiet person, yes. But that guy is like you can meet him anywhere, any day. You see that for art smile. $1 million check smile. But then we get closer to the point. Here's another guy that is always doing events. Well, he's his own boss, so he gets involved in events in the community. And he's always doing fundraisers. It's hard work, believe you me. Sometimes to move people, it's easier to move a mountain than to move people, believe you me. And I think there's a drill competition coming in, majors and things like that. Guys, let's support our local guys. We go watch the Springboks. We don't ask how much must we pay. We've already put that money aside. We travel, take a plane down to Cape Town, Ellis Park. That costs a packet. We have to pay the gate. The ticket costs $150. Now when fundraising events take place, and the guy's asking a meager 20 rand. Guys, hey man. Why not support it? It's for a good cause. We want to change society. Then we need to invest into society. Not into the Springboks. I'm not being critical. Where does the heart lie? With the All Blacks? With the Wallabies? Bafana? Anyway, you can think about that. I'm going to a third guy, Tony Claston. That guy can probably hit a hole through a brick wall. Ek het hom nog nie gevra nie. I wouldn't ask him either. I man, kyk, 'n karate man, I don't cross swords. I've learned it. Hy slaan eers, dan sê hy, oh, I didn't know my punch was so hard. But furthermore, his wife and him, or I think they belong to a charity, or they have a charity. And I was at one some time ago in Malabar. They were raising funds for children in Ellenville, but there was some need. And this time the need is much, much bigger. They're raising funds. But the main thing is that, okay, let me just stop for 3 minutes. I know another guy at Galvindale High School, he's a teacher there. He said to me, Roberto, you wouldn't believe it, a lot of the teenagers, the ladies, school children, they don't come to school. And that was a concern. Is it the gang violence, or is it no abuse issues, or whatever. And he said they eventually found out that the girls unfortunately did not have the necessary, the things that women need for that time of the month. Or the children, there wasn't money for the parents to buy that. So they stayed out of school. It's tragic. Not the first time. I read that about another school as well. And so, I apologize for not knowing the date, because it was on Facebook, and then I went back to Facebook, and somehow, I think it's probably just on there for 20 minutes, or was more like a notification. I think it's now in August, but I'll ask Tony to put things back on Facebook, or whatever platform he uses, when this fundraiser will be. So I believe it's also probably around 15 Rand a ticket. I think a packet of cigarettes costs probably about 35 Rand. I don't smoke, so I wouldn't know. And he has asked for the community to support that initiative. It is a great initiative, people. Because they're asking, quite simple, bring something just for one girl and support the event. That is not much to ask. I'll be there. I promise I'll be at that event. If nothing comes in my way. Where was it, David? You try to do something on one side and he throws an iceberg in front of your road. But I can't dare an iceblock, no matter what. So, think about it. That event which is taking place 9 August, I apologize for not knowing the date. But I'll find a way what the date is. Or get hold of Tony, put it on some advertising chart, or like my wife said now, on his post or on his timeline, whatever, where it's needed to be. So, support that event, people. I think for a child not to receive education because of a problem, economic problem, beyond their means, no way. I cannot sit back with folded arms. If you cannot be there, I can understand. But just come drop the parcel and ask for Tony at the door or whatever. Think of those that's in a financial position that they cannot help for it. No child or no school child must be deprived of education, of a problem which is not theirs. Thanks for your time. Have a great week. I'll be back tomorrow night. I will make sure my internet is all sorted out. All the mothers out there, Have a good week. God bless. Farouk, for Aunt and Tony. Have a blessing upon you guys. Thanks for doing what you are doing. Bye bye. Good night.